College football is back, and we're back on the Big Mountain to give you a fresh take on college football betting focused on the Big Ten and the Mountain West.
It's great to see you again. I'm JY. This is my good friend Steve, and we've got a special episode here to just talk about one game that we both ended up picking, the Fresno State Purdue game. And I know Steve wants to go over some of this game, some of the statistics, and break some things down for us. So I'm going to let Steve have at it. Go for it, bud.
Yeah. So first of all, in our picks episode, this was one of my Big Ten picks. I said, Purdue, I just didn't expect them to do much this year, to be very good. Mm-hmm. They have a new coach. He's a defensive coach. He was a defensive coordinator at Illinois last year. They brought in Hudson Card, a new quarterback, transfer. And they are the Big Ten, the reigning Big Ten West champions, but I was not expecting them to do well this year, and I really liked Fresno State to come in and plus 4.5. And we even said they might come in and upset them straight up.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what happened. Mm-hmm. Fresno State came in, and honestly, the score ended up being 39-35 Fresno State, but it wasn't that close.
Yeah.
The Fresno State dominated 2-1 in time of possession. Just kind of going over some stuff here. They had 120 more yards than Purdue. They had almost double their first downs. It really was not as close of a game as it turned out to be. I was very impressed with Fresno State's offense. I know you had told us on the preview episode that you weren't sure because they had lost their quarterback.
Yep.
The new quarterback came in. He had
Keene was
and he had a great game.
Yep.
And they really showed out against Purdue on the road. It was a great game. Yeah. I'm glad we picked it, and I'm happy for Fresno State.
Yeah, and we mentioned if you saw our rapid reaction video that just dropped, maybe when we both pick a game, which this might be the only one this year, we make that a automatic Big Mountain ice cold lock because I think we both felt the same way. I know Steve being the Big Ten guy and where he felt Purdue was going to be at. Yeah. Obviously I rely on what Steve's going to say there with that team, and you were spot on. And then, I being the Mountain West guy, I still wonder where that offense is going to be overall for Fresno State. But a great first game.
Absolutely.
And I picked them to be under the 8.5 just because of some of the turnover they had there. But, wow, I'll tell you what, very impressive here. And, again, going into Purdue, and, I wasn't able to watch that game. I was watching some other games, had some other things going on this weekend. So I still want to catch up on that game. But I'll tell you, I was watching the box score, and the box score looked like Fresno State was in control of that game. Now, they never pulled away to any sort of significant degree, but it just felt like, again, just watching box scores, one team was in control, and that team was Fresno State. So I love it from a Mountain West standpoint. I love the win for them. I think just good things to come for them, and a great upset. 4.5 points. Maybe not a huge upset, but you're talking about Mountain West versus Big Ten. That always gets headlines, and couldn't be happier for Fresno State.
Anytime a Mountain West team can go on the road and win at a Big Ten school, I think it's a great win for them. For our Fresno State fans out there, you guys should be happy and proud of this win. And just to go back, even though I was not high on Purdue this year, they had a solid defense last year. Their coach comes in, he hangs his hat on having a good, solid defense. And honestly, Fresno State's offense was significantly better than Purdue's defense.
Yeah.
Again, just kind of recap some of the stats. They had about a 2-1 advantage in time of possession. They had about a 2-1 advantage in first downs. So they were controlling the game, even though they didn't pull ahead. But like you said, they were just controlling the game throughout, and they pulled out that 4-point win. So, and for Big Ten fans, I think Purdue is going to go ahead and continue to struggle. But for Fresno State, I think this is a great. I know I've used statement win a couple times, but really, again, a Mountain West team going. That's a great way to send a message before they begin conference play.
Right, and another game we're going to be doing a little bit more of a detailed analysis on is the Wyoming upset over Texas Tech. And honestly, I look at this. We're going to be doing another expansion episode as well. And people just viewing the Power 5 teams, the Mountain West. Programs as a lesser conference, and certainly they don't get the 5-star recruits that the Group of 5 has, but they're solid teams. A lot of them are very well coached teams, and coaches can really make a huge difference in these games. And at this point, again, looking at expansion and where's Oregon State, where's Washington State going to end up, I love seeing these Mountain West teams putting a number on or at least beating these Big Ten teams and whatnot. So just really good stuff. I actually pulled a short out and threw it up there because I was pretty high waking up Sunday morning after some big Mountain West wins. So real happy. Again, Fresno State fans, congratulations, off to a great start. Really anxious to see where you guys are going to go this year.
I've had a lot of fun interacting with those Fresno State fans in the comments and on Reddit and different things. So please keep coming. Give us some comments. Let us know what you think about your team this year. I thought it was a great win for you, and that's all I got on this game, Jay.
Perfect. Wonderful. Well, we thank you for tuning in. Again, we're going to drop a Wyoming-Texas Tech, so if you're Mountain West fans, maybe you want to check that out. We'll be putting that out here really soon as well. And we do have another expansion video coming up here really, really soon, probably in a day or two at the max. We got a lot of updates we want to give people as well. So with that, we'll see you next time on the Big Mountain.